Mr. Burke, before we go any further in this conversation, I just got to say congratulations on winning the Highway 6 bid. I mean, that's a huge project. I know that it's a very competitive bidding process, and so for Waco, on behalf of Waco and just Concentra, I'm excited that Zachary will be taking the charge there and leading that expansion project.
Thanks, Robert. I really appreciate that.
Well, and along with the expansion project, one of the best things for our partnership in that process is that just a stone's throw away is one of our flagship clinics over on Franklin Avenue. Are you familiar with where that is?
Yeah, I think I've seen it before.
Yeah, right across the street from the Cheddars.
Yeah, exactly.
Sure. Well, based on our conversation and just honestly conversations we've had with many industry leaders like yourself, I know that recordables impact your bottom line. That they impact your ability to win bids and your ability to just honestly gain the business that you deserve. And so as we delve into the next portion of our presentation, I just want you to know that our doctors, our staff, and our management understand that as a major contractor of roads, recordables are a hurdle for you, and we're going to partner with you alongside to make sure that we work around those and really offer your patients the best possible medical care and help you manage those recordables. It can be a huge headache if your medical providers not understand them. Does that sound good?
Yeah, absolutely.
Perfect. Well, Mr. Burke, one of the things that Concentra spent a lot of time developing are what we call the 4 keys to our best-in-class occupational healthcare system. And based on kind of previous experience and our relationship, I know that you've been satisfied with the level of patient engagement, meaning that when your employees come into our clinics, they feel respected and treated for. And overall, we know that patients who feel respected and enjoy going to the doctor, they follow up their treatment. So whether it's physical therapy or just coming back for a follow-up visit after any kind of injury, you're going to have a higher effective rate when the employees feel comfortable in their doctor's office. And then the second key factor that I think we're hitting 100% on is quality medical outcomes, meaning that when your employees come to our Concentra clinic, not only are they feeling respected and treated right, the actual medical care is sufficient and it's excellent, honestly. Am I off base saying that?
No, I'd say that's accurate.
Okay, well great. And so kind of the final 2 keys we need to build out your best-in-class occupational health care plan in terms of Zachary is employer engagement and clear communication. So basically employer engagement just means that when you send one of your employees in to our clinic, you can expect a phone call from our doctor to let you know what the prognosis is. And you can also expect that we're going to send a physician and a physical therapist out to your work site so we can understand how your employees work. So previously, when you use other medical providers, not everyone does this. They might send a worker in and I have an injury, but the doctor doesn't know how to prescribe them a light duty program, thus resulting in a recordable that's unnecessary because the doctor does not understand how your employees work. At Concentra, this is what we do. We are occupational healthcare specialists. And so by sending a doctor out and understanding how your employees work, we can then prescribe the most custom fit set of medication possible. Does that make sense?
Yeah, sounds great.
Okay, and along with clear communication, that goes back into knowing that you've got a lot of workers. When you take on this Highway 6 job, obviously you've got your full-time management and staff and ground leaders, but then you're going to be hiring a lot of temporary workers and contract laborers. And that can be difficult just because, honestly, there's so many guys. I don't expect you. I would expect you to know all their names. I mean, I know that I wouldn't if I were in your position, because they're not going to be with you long term. They're not company men. Not meaning they're not important. Their medical care is not where it should be, but it just means that it can be a little more of a headache for you to understand, where they are when they get injured. So the clear communication piece allows us to come in and give you a personal phone call after you send an employee into our clinic. So if you have John Doe twist his ankle on the job and you say, okay, sure, go to Concentra, you can expect to receive a phone call from us that same afternoon to let you know the prognosis of the visit. So that, we can recommend a light duty program or we can just send them home. And overall, I know that gives you a lot of peace of mind because you've got much more important things to do than to track down John Doe's paperwork. And so really all together with the 4 keys, with employer engagement, patient engagement, clear communication, and quality medical outcomes, I know that partnership between Concentra and Zachary will lead to really industry-leading healthcare for your employees. And ultimately, healthy employees get the job done faster, happy employees are easier to work with. Does that sound good?
Oh, it sounds great. Looking forward to it.
Well, fantastic. So, I mean, Mr. Brett, I know we've had a long relationship, and I come to you today to show you these keys not because they're your responsibility, but it's just to let you know this is what you can expect from Concentra. You can expect a high level of employer engagement, patient engagement. You should demand clear communication, and obviously, we're going to deliver quality medical outcomes. So if you ever find yourself in a position where you don't feel like Concentra's living up to our end of the deal, please feel free to reach out to me personally. I know that you have my contact information. I'll leave a card behind just to make sure you have the most current number. But I tell you this because we value accountability at Concentra. And I know that you're a hardworking man and that you're in an industry that values trust and loyalty, and want to give that to you. So as we move on to the next portion of our presentation, just know that we're on your side, and we want you to view Concentra as an extension of your business.
Great.
Mr. Burt, overall, on behalf of Waco, like I said, I'm excited about Highway 6 expansion. That's going to be a huge boost to just the overall infrastructure of Waco, and especially with the new stadium coming in. God knows we need the roads.
Yes, sir, we do.
Thanks so much, Mr. Burt.
Thank you, Robert. Appreciate it.